You believed the voice in your head, the one that counted your mistakes, cataloged your flaws, whispered that you were not enough. You thought this voice was truth. But what if it was just a habit? You became fluent in, I should be ... I should be thinner, smarter, funnier, better. You mistook this internal scoreboard for guidance. But guidance doesn't leave you feeling empty. You mistook self-criticism for self-improvement. Believed that being hard on yourself meant you were motivated. But motivation without kindness is just cruelty wearing a mask of discipline. You normalized the ache. Believed this was just how you were wired. That self-compassion was optional. That your true self was too fragile to be kind to. You equated self-kindness with weakness. Believed that being gentle meant you were soft. So you hardened your heart, even when you were alone, even when your soul craved tenderness. But what if the voice that shames you isn't you? What if it's just a recording, a loop you learned so well you forgot it was ever played for you? You fear what happens if you turn it off. If the shaming stops, will you become complacent? Will you lose the drive that pushes you forward, that underneath the criticism means you were trying hard enough? You've worn the label of your own worst enemy like a badge, not realizing it was also a chain that kept you tethered to the idea that self-harm was normal. You've learned that being harsh meant being realistic. So you pushed, you minimized your need for encouragement, you buried the feelings that you needed, support. The truth is, the criticizing itself is the exhaustion. The performing, the excusing, the constant management of how harsh you are with yourself. It's what's draining you. You've been told to be your own coach, to push yourself. But what if pushing is what's keeping you from truly thriving? You've spent so long being the character the critic wanted. You've almost forgotten what it feels like to just be. To exist without a script, without needing to manage the voice of your shame. What if turning off the voice isn't failure? What if it's the bravest act of self-respect you can offer? What if it's the first step towards real kindness? You are not too fragile. You are not broken. You are human. And being human means having limits, having feelings, having a right to exist without needing to be hard on yourself. Real strength, real resilience, isn't built on your performance of harshness. It's built on your presence, exactly as you are, messy, complex, and whole. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about integrating it, making peace with the part of you who learned to shame, and giving her permission to rest, to transform, to be held. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be uncertain. You are allowed to take up space without apology. You are allowed to be kind to yourself. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world taught you that kindness was weakness. It's about coming home to yourself. You don't have to listen anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be perfect. You can start right where you are, honoring the part of you that's been waiting to soften. Start listening again. To your body. To your boundaries. To that small voice that whispers, "This doesn't feel right." It's time to stop normalizing what harms you and start honoring what heals you. You are worthy of love exactly as you are. Not for the act you put on, but for the beating heart beneath it. Not for your performance, but for your presence. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about rewriting the story. Not to forget the pain of shaming, but to understand its role and reclaim your power to be kind. The echo you carried was never yours alone to bear. It was a natural response to criticism, placed upon you by life's turns. And now, it's time to lay it down. You are not broken. You are human. You are complex. You are worthy of love, support, and gentle healing, exactly as you are. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. Sometimes the deepest wounds are the quietest. For a gentle guide to help you identify, understand, and begin to heal these hidden parts of yourself, explore the link in the description.